Okay. Hi, Jade here from The Hungry Vegan. Today I thought, because I have made the most beautiful salad known to man, that I would do a special raw vegan mukbang. And here it is. This is, oh my God, you've got no idea how excited I am by this. I go to a place called Bliss Organic, which is in the city in Adelaide, and they make a salad that looks very similar to this called the Raw Powerhouse, or I don't know, something like that. And I get it quite often when I go there. Anyhow, it costs about $18, but it's great because I love that venue, so that's fine, not a problem. I don't mind, and it's something that I can actually order. But this amazing girl, and I'm sorry, I really can't remember your name, I'm so sorry, but she posted this raspberry dressing, which I've got here. I'll just, oh my God, it's so red. It's red and it's beautiful. Anyway, she posted this and she had it with lime juice, dates and raspberries. Well, I made it, and I made it with 1 cup of raspberries. I made it with 6 Medjool dates and 1 lemon, a whole lemon. And oh my goodness, it's so good. So, and it's almost like a jam. It's really thick. So I've got that. I have made a hummus without tahini because at this present time and motion, this is day 18 for me, no overt fats. So I've made a hummus without tahini, and it's just half a zucchini peeled and half a lemon. I put the whole lemon in, whole half lemon in. The reason I use a whole lemon in my stuff is it's very alkalizing for your body, it's very cleansing, it's great for your skin, and it's just an extra chance for me to get lemons in. Plus it's a preservative, not that either of these dressings needed preserving because I'm eating them now. So I put half a zucchini, half a lemon, 1 clove of garlic. You can put less, more, or none, that's up to you, and half a teaspoon of cumin and some onion powder, about half a teaspoon, and I just blended that up. So that is the other dressing there. I'll just show you. Oh my goodness. See how there's 2 different dressings there? You can see there's a red one and then there's a brown one. Okay, what else have I put on this salad? Well, I have on this salad Chinese lettuce because I absolutely adore Chinese lettuce. It's my new addiction. And I'll let you know something really funny. I usually go into the Asian market to get it, and I've got a specific little shop that I like to go to. In our markets, we've got quite a few little Chinese grocers. And the man looked at me because I had 8 packets of the lettuce. They come in like a bag with all the little lettuce in the bag. And he looked at me, he goes, "What you do with the lettuce?" I said, "I eat it." Anyway, and the girl who always works there and serves me, she goes, "She lettuce girl, she lettuce." So that's my name, lettuce girl. Anyhow, so I've got Chinese lettuce in it, and then I've put in coral lettuce. And the reason I put in a coral lettuce, just because it's got some nice colour. It's a red lettuce, and it's just to put in some, you know, different nutrients that you get from each individual plant. I've got some baby spinach on this as well. I have also got some pea shoots, heap of them. I've got some alfalfa and some carrot. Then I've got fruit. You'll notice with a lot of my salads, I actually add fruit to them. And 1, it's to bulk the calories up. But 2, it just adds that little bit of sweetness to my food. And because I now love the sweetness of fruit, because today marks day 168 fully raw, I have become so immune to eating so much fruit, I like to have sweetness with all my meals. Then I've got these little crackers, and these particular crackers here, all it is capsicum, corn and carrot in the dehydrator. And that's they're pretty easy to make. So yeah, so this is my salad. So what do I want to talk to you about today? Well, what I thought I might talk about today is I feel really weird eating in front of people. It's like you've come into my living room, or you're coming into mine. Anyway, so what are some of the things I want to talk to you about? Well, day 19, no overt fat. Well, what are some of the things I've noticed? My skin is actually clearing. That's amazing. That's drying up. However, I had my period a couple of days ago, and it was the heaviest period I've had since going fully raw. In fact, it was so bad I took Monday off work, and I got extreme headaches for 5 days. And I continued to hydrate myself with coconut water and watermelon water. I was making lots of smoothies with beetroot in it and lots of greens to replenish the iron in my body. But I just didn't feel right. I was nearly going to quit the challenge, but yesterday and today I've been actually starting to feel a bit better. So at this stage I'm going to keep going because I'm feeling better. I don't know if the period was just a coincidence or not. I really can't tell. I may have been due to get a heavy period. I don't know. But it was, the cramps were unbearable and the headache was really bad. So that was that. But on a positive note, my skin is really starting to clear up a lot more. Not that it's been ultra bad, because it has ultimately been clearing since I've been going raw. But the funny thing is, I have people ask me quite often about my skin and the clearing and that. And people have this naive approach to raw, that they'll eat raw for a week and miraculously everything that's taken years to come into your body, your bad skin, your disease, your illness, your obesity, your toxic waste that's in your system, everyone thinks like that it's going to go. Well, you've put years of abuse on your body. You can't expect it overnight. And this is why I know in my heart, I just have to keep being patient with the progress. Bit by bit it'll happen, and I know it'll happen because there's enough testimonies out there of raw from raw vegans where we know that yes, it will happen. So be patient. Don't think, oh, it's not happening in a week, I'm going to quit. This salad is so damn good. I'm not the best mukbang person. I don't know, I see mukbang people, they're eating, they're rubbing their hands in it. I don't know what they do. I'm not really one that likes eating in front of people because because there's so much salad, I like to get a fair bit on my fork at one time. You see, I've got the dressings, the 2 dressings and a bit of banana. Really, really good. Questions I get. I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of people inbox me with different questions. A big question I get is B12. Now, I have recently started taking a B12 supplement. Now, the reason I take a B12 supplement is not because I'm low in B12. Because last time I had a blood test was probably about 5 months ago. My B12 levels were fine. And ultimately, really, if I didn't want to take one, I don't need to. But I don't want to take the risk of my B12 levels dropping. So I made the decision, I'm just going to take it as a precaution. Now, B12 can stay in your system for up to 20 years. So ultimately, I quite possibly could have more than enough in my system, but I've just made the decision because so many people in my raw vegan group, which is called Raw Vegans Fruitarians for Life. Please feel free to join. So many people are watching me, watching what I'm doing and whatever, and I thought, you know what, if my levels drop or something happens, I'm deficient, I end up sick or something like that, I'm not going to be a good advocate for this lifestyle. So I've made the decision, I'm taking it. So for anyone who's been asking that question, there it is. The other supplement I take is vitamin D3. Now, vitamin D3 you can actually get from the sun. If you go out in the sun, brush your skin, put some coconut oil on, go out in the sun for 15 to 20 minutes. You should get more than enough sun if you can do that daily. However, I work all day. I don't get enough sun. My D3 levels are always low. In summer, I can probably get enough if I can get days off work and get into the sun. But the other thing I take is a probiotic, and I take a dairy-free probiotic. It's good for my gut. I want to make sure that my gut is completely healed because I've got bad skin. Now, if I'm getting bad skin, there's obviously something wrong with my gut. Until my gut is healed, my skin's not going to completely heal. Now, I've thought about this for ages, and I mean, I used to have a huge drinking problem. I've been sober for 9 years this September. But I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I had peptic ulcers. I had really bad peptic ulcers. I used to vomit all the time. I used to bring up bile. God knows, you know, I don't know what damage I've done to myself over the time. Yes, I've been extremely healthy for the last couple of years. I've been eating a plant-based diet. I've been on juice fasts. I've done plenty of things. However, I never really, I don't believe I've ever really healed my gut. I was eating a lot of wheat products, and I believe I'm allergic to wheat because every time I have wheat, my whole body breaks out in a rash. And so God knows what it might have been doing to my gut. So I take probiotics. I take the ones with 50 billion bacteria and a dairy-free. So I take one of them every day. They are the only, and I have a shot of wheatgrass every day. So they are the only supplements I take. Now, if you choose not to take B12, make sure that you go to the doctor and get a blood test every 6 to 12 months. You make sure you stay on top of that. That is imperative. Okay. The other thing that sometimes raw vegans can be low on is vitamin K. However, my levels are high. I'm not taking a vitamin K at this point in time. I don't need to. I eat a lot of greens, and you can get your vitamin K through greens. So there is that question. What other things have I noticed since going raw? I think I'm a nicer person. Now, I'd like to say I'm a pretty nice person anyway. No, in all seriousness, I can be intolerant. I can be an extremely intolerant person, which is surprising because I work in mental health and I need a lot of tolerance with that. But because I work in mental health, I can be a little bit intolerant on my own family when I get home. This is so good. Because I can be intolerant of my family when I get home because I'm tired. But I've been really, my God, my energy has been through the roof, and I'm so much more tolerant on my family. It's unbelievable. So that's a good thing. Now, this is what I'm doing here. Unbelievable. I got my cracker. I got some sauce, dipping sauce. Got banana and lettuce. Hear that crunch? It's good when you get a crunch when you're eating raw. Now, this is so good. When I eat crackers, because they're so dehydrated, I try and eat them with a salad. Lettuce is good, it's really high water. Because what happens when you have dehydrated food, it wants to come back to life. So what it does is it sucks onto, it takes like a sponge. It wants to get all the moisture and the water in your digestive system. So I don't want to dry my body out. I don't want to dehydrate myself. The chances of that are pretty low because I do have an extremely high water diet and I drink a lot of water. But I always like to have my crackers with some lettuce and some tomato, some fruit, whatever, just so that I don't dehydrate myself. That is really important. Now, what else? Now, to be honest with you guys, I can't see me getting through this whole salad in front of you people because, oh my God, I hate eating in front of people. It's really actually embarrassing. Here it is. Oh my God. I wish you could eat this with me. But you can make it. I've now told you how to make it. Just pile the lettuce up. Oh. See how I just got greens upon greens under here? Oh. So good. So, eating fully raw. And this is things people say, how can you do it? I don't know how you can do it. Well, look at me. I'm eating. No, in all seriousness, I think it takes a special person. And I'm not saying I'm more special than anybody else, because anyone can be this special. But when you decide to go against the grain, and when I say go against the grain, you're going against what everybody else in society is doing. I mean, you're going against the grain of just being a vegan, period. But when you're not eating cooked food either, people think you're a weirdo. And that's okay. I think you've got to be really bold. That's my favourite word. People say to me, "Why? How can you handle it?" I'm like, I'm bold. But in all fairness, I am bold. I'm strong enough to stand against what everyone else is doing. I dare to be different. I don't mind being different, because I see this as a way of being the healthiest version of myself. Now, I've been the most unhealthiest version of myself. I have been so unhealthy mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When you've hit rock bottom, and believe me, I have hit rock bottom, you wouldn't know the girl I was 9 years ago. I'm not this girl. I was in a really bad way. And I was sick. Oh man, I was messed up. And I was messed up big time. Anyhow, let's not talk about that, because I'll end up upset. But I'd hit so bad that I know what it feels like to feel so low. And I think most people go through life feeling mediocre. And if you've just felt mediocre your whole life, sometimes you might have a little slump, a little high, rah, rah, rah. You never know what it's like to feel so crap. So on the other side, I now know what it feels like to feel so ultimately better. And obviously when I stopped drinking at first, yeah, I felt better because I'm not drinking. But then I was indulging on so much junk food, fast food, whatever. So then I felt like crap. I was heavy, slumpy, blah, blah, blah. You know, and all different things. Even when I was eating wheat, I'm breaking out in rashes all the time. I felt horrible. The list goes on and on. But now I'm starting to feel healthier and healthier and healthier and healthier all the time. And I know that I'm on the road to the pinnacle of health. And you'll hear me say that quite often, because that's what I tell myself. I'm off to see the wizard to give me the pinnacle of health. No, I'm an idiot. But ultimately, I want to just be the healthiest version of me. That is so important to me, is to reach that pinnacle of health. I want to be healthy. I don't want to be suffering. You know, I'm coming on to 40. And I guess when you're in your 20s and whatever, you think you're invincible. And oh my God, when I see the young girls become, you know, really worry about their health and that, I'm like, yes, go you good girls. But, you know, I'm heading on to 40 and I think I want to spend as much time on this earth as possible. And I want to be disease free. And touch wood, see, I'm touching wood. Touch wood, living this lifestyle, I'm going to put as many extra years as possible onto my life. And that's the plan. So, you know, I don't mind being different. I don't mind going against the stream. to be raw and be different. You know, just plan ahead. If you're going to be having family do's and they're making food and whatever, bring your own food. Make something like this. If you make something like this, when your family are sitting there bloated from lasagnas and schnitzels or whatever, I won't swear, whatever junk that they make, and you're eating this and you're full, you're satisfied, but you're not bloated and you've still got energy. You're not sitting there going, That's when you know you've made the right decision. You say, you know what, this is why I eat this way. Funny, I saw a girl the other day. I used to go to school with her. She was a bit of a bully at school. When I looked at her, I felt really sad. She looked really frumpish. And she was a big girl. And I thought, you know what? This is why I want to eat this way. You know, I don't want to be like that. I want to be young and feel good, and you know, don't worry. When you see your family and whatever eating stuff, don't sit there and go, oh, I'm missing out. Missing out on what? Missing out on feeling like crap. That's how I see it. I think, what am I actually missing out on? You know, I can eat a beautiful dish like this. I'm seriously not eating this whole dish in front of you guys because this video will go too long. But I can eat a beautiful dish like this and feel so satisfied and nourished. And I can feel every part of my body is being nourished. I feel so good. Now that is why I eat this way, and that is why I don't care what anyone says, what anybody does, however anybody else is eating. I don't sit there and go, oh, I feel like that. No, I'm eating like this, which is amazing food, and I feel amazing. And I mean, that's mango. It's so good. Now, I bought 2 mangoes today for $5. Okay? When I was eating meat and stuff, I would have looked and gone, oh, I can't really afford that. So I would have just maybe bought a couple of bananas. You know, you have like maybe 1 banana every second day or something. And I just bought 2, 4, 6. I bought 8 mangoes today. Didn't even blink an eye, because that's like, this is my meat. This is my meat. Why would you want to eat anything else? This is just so goddamn good. And thank you to that girl who came up with that raspberry. It is so good. Oh, you've changed my life in so many ways. So yeah, I'm going to finish this video up because I'm not going to keep eating this in front of you guys because I can't handle it. I'm not a mukbang girl. I'm going to come up with 5 reasons why I love being raw. Number 1, I never feel bloated. Number 2, I eat so much food, I'm so satisfied, I'm never looking for food. No portion distortion. I feel so good. Number 3, I wake up every morning jumping out of bed. Number 4, it makes me happy. Number 5, my skin is starting to look beautiful, and that in itself is my dream come true. Well, guys, that's it. I'm the worst mukbang girl from way back. I hope you like my video. I hope you love my salad. Make it. It is so good. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. My plan is to get as many videos out as possible. Ask me questions because I want questions to answer, to put on videos. Give me a thumbs up. Be bold. Dare to be different. Go raw. See you soon.